Okay, time to continue. And probably skip some shit. Because it's getting very, very close to the point where I have to. And it's gonna suck because I have to explain everything that happens because that's what my plan was. Oh, this is gonna fucking be terrible because it's me explaining what happens in a sexual situation. Hold on. Open my eyes groggily, completely bereft of energy. For a while, I simply lie down lifelessly, staring at the ceiling as it, as I review the events of the morning in an attempt to organize my thoughts. We went to walk to town. My heart nearly gave way. We came back, took my pills. I slept. I can only remember each period of time as a snapshot, but the timeline is clear enough. The memory of the girls' faces as I struggled to stand it is an unpleasant one, stinging my feelings harshly. If I look at the ceiling hard enough, I can imagine the tile edges and the small dimples of the ceiling in the hospital. That fact alone is enough to make me sit up and try to pull myself together. Ugh, one second. I scratched the back of my disheveled hair, glancing around the room. Lily and Hanako are nowhere to be seen, and the television's turned off. The clock above says it's pretty late in the afternoon. The noticeably reddened sky outside the windows confirms it further. I turn and pick myself off the futon, swaying it slightly as I put my arms out for balance. I suppose I'd better go look for the girls and see if they're all right. As I look out the window, I faintly see something in the distances. Straining my eyes, I can make out the shape of a person's figure. Her long blonde hair swaying in the faint breeze makes her almost seem to melt into the bright yellow of the wheat field. Wait a second. Without a second thought, I leave the room to follow that lone apparition. The brightness of the setting sun assaults my freshly woken eyes, forcing me to avert them until they adjust. The long yellow strands of wheat brush against my legs as I wade through them, the densely grown field making it hard to advance. Regardless, my eyes stay fixed ahead, true to that solitary figure. The minutes I reach her, meters behind her turned back. Oh, one second, I need to sit differently and move the computer screen slightly so I can see what the fuck I'm reading. Okay. I need to be prepared to fucking skip some shit. Lily? She simply nods. Where's Hanako? She's in bed. She went to sleep after I calmed her down. She says it matter-of-factly and with as few words as possible, as if saying it any more was strictly forbidden. Something different about her. Her normally confident figure seems oddly fragile, her body offering no resistance to the breeze blowing her skirt. Un momento. Strands of wheat sway from side to side while a deafening pause passes, the only sound being their rustling. As we stand in the field alone, I know what I have to ask. What's wrong, Lily? You're not acting like you usually do. Remember when I talked to my family, Hisao? Your family? I looked downwards in thought, sifting through my scattered memories. The event seems to leap ready to hand when I search for it, rising to the surface soon as it was recalled. After Hanako's birthday party, she gives a single simple nod. It was nice back then. You and I celebrating with Hanako, simply sharing presents, talking, having fun together. It was almost as if we were a family, one small misshapen family. Thought that could go on forever, just the three of us, happily together. Takes a long breath, a slight shakiness to it, just barely audible through the moving air. Even if my family was so far away, as long as we were together, that it was all I needed. Don't want to lose you, Hisao. I didn't even realize how afraid I was of losing someone until today. Until. Sorry, Lily. I know my body's weak, but even then I make the most stupid of mistakes. Don't apologize. Please don't apologize, Lily. And here it comes. Men tears. For anybody who has not read this story, they might already have men tears. But she turns to face me, pale cheeks stained with tears. Okay, you're getting a little close. One misguided step after another, she stumbles towards me, her arms held out in search of so much as a faint brush against me. Bam. My heart doesn't race nor pound as I step towards Lily, gently taking and steadying herself in my arms as she quickly clutches to me, sobbing. With her face trembling against my shoulder, the next words from her mouth are the last I expected. It's those three words repeated over and over and over. Those three specific words that a lot of people have trouble saying to other people. Love you, Isao. And then it just repeats how many times? Oh shit, I skipped it? What? Oh yeah, I forgot the fucking. I have like a fucking traction pad on my laptop, so if I press on that, it will fucking skip. Let's see how many times it repeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times. Those three specific words. Don't go away. I beg you. I beg of you. Never ever go away. I love you, so please. So that's why she's been acting like this. That tender voice when I called her, her thoughtless concern at the slightest pain I might feel. After having been left in Japan without her family and with only Akira, Hanako, and I around, she was afraid of losing yet another person who was close to her. She was genuinely worried for me. It's a strange feeling, mix of surprise and sorrow, yet also the deepest gratitude I think I've ever felt. The only reaction I can muster among my conflicting emotions is a calm sigh. They use that a lot in animes, in situations like this. Just, you idiot. Hisao? For a fleeting moment, I feel her body become still. The only movement to be felt is the calm afternoon breeze. Said it before, didn't I? It's only natural to feel concerned about those around you. I'm still here, and I'll always be here, because I want to see you more each day, to share in your happiness, to support you in your sadness. But most of all, I'll still be here because I want to see you smile. Your smile. I'm sorry, I fucked up that sentence. Your true smile. Single gust of wind rustles the long strands of wheat. Seconds silence passes. Smile when you want to smile. Cry when you want to cry. I love you, Lily, so you don't have to hold back anymore. With that, her arms clutch my back as tightly as she can, her face buried beside mine. And it's like going outwards. Tears fall down on my back, and she cries unrestrainably as the last of her resistance melts away. Say my name. That's a horrible joke, and I'm gonna make it because I can. So sorry, I can't do the 3 repeats because then I'll end up coughing because I'm still under the influence of fucking allergies. Close my eyes and bring my head down to her shoulder, holding her shaking frame tightly. It's okay, Lily. Fucked up that line. It's okay, Lily. I'll never go away. Promise. Okay, this is probably where I have to skip. I'm like hesitant to press next, so I'm just gonna read this first, And then I'll probably just go through the text history after I get out of it. Slowly walk back to the house, holding each other tightly as we take a seat inside. Lulu leans her head onto my shoulder as I put my arm around her waist. Neither of us has any want to break the silence. With her eyes shut, it's hard to work out whether she's fallen asleep. Not that I mind. The warmth of her body leaning against mine, the softness of her hand delicately held in mine. For a long, long time, we sit leaning against one another, sharing our warmth and feeling as. Actually, can't I just. Maybe. No, it doesn't look like I can do that. Fuck. I was gonna say maybe I can just you know make the window smaller so only the text would be on the screen, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. For a long, long time, we sit leaning against one another, sharing our warmth and feelings as night eventually begins to settle in. Lily's gentle, soft voice ends the silence. Thank you, Hisao. Thank you for returning my feelings. Did you think I wouldn't? There was the possibility. Nah. Take a deep breath and thought. That much was only my fault. It's funny, actually. I was thinking of telling you about my own feelings sometime soon. I guess in that way you saved me the effort. She raises her head a little and gives a tiny amused giggle. I smile at how earnest it is, so girlish in its lightness. She collects herself soon afterward, her hair resting against my shoulder. Feeling a bit better? She gives a small nod. You are thoughtful, Hisao, and that's why I like you. Sorry I'm like this. As much as I didn't want to make you concerned for me, I couldn't do anything to prevent it. Don't apologize for it. Please don't, Lily. Have I ever apologized for my blindness even once? You can't help the way you were born, Hisao. There's no point in apologizing for who you are. She says this with a surprising conviction. In the end, it was perhaps this mentality which spurred her to befriend me in such a short time, in addition to her motherly instincts. Uno momento. Oh shit. I almost knocked over a bunch of shit. That would have been bad. That would have totally killed the fucking recording. She did seem to become trusting very quickly, but I never questioned why. Now it seems obvious that she did so to help me as I went through one of the lowest points of my life. I moved to respond, but cut myself off as I feel her fingers run gently through my hair, feel their soft and delicate touch moving downwards to trace the contours of my face, her palm finally settling on my cheek. You're a beautiful person, Isao. Isn't that the wrong word for when you're describing a male? Aren't you supposed to say handsome? Whatever. It works in the situation. Not gonna try to kill the mood with my logic. Please don't ever apologize for that. For a moment, I'm utterly speechless. I slowly bend my head down, placing a tender kiss on her light, voluminous hair. We're a couple of right old fools, aren't we? We are. For a long calm, she speaks. After a long calm, she speaks again. Hisao? Yes. I won't mind if you feel her hand tensing under mine, trembling slightly. My mouth opens, but try as I might, I can't formulate a response for her proposition. Lily? Before I can say another word, she slips her hand from under mine and tenderly holds the side of my face once more. Please. Give a peaceful smile, holding her hand against my cheek as I nod a single time. Okay. As I look into her eyes, she leans towards me. Delicate lips touch mine as she guides herself with one hand. She breaks off not a second later, faintly smiling. Love you, Sal. Kiss again, this time with both of us meeting the other. While the previous kiss was one of love, this one of lust. Yup, this is probably where I have to cut out, like right after this line. Well, I actually remember the line that I have to remember to cut out as, so I can still read this one. This is one of lust, our tongues meeting and our breathing heavy. After precious seconds we part, both our faces well and truly flushed. Both of us bring our fingers to our lips in unison, recalling that fleeting feeling, rapidly becoming buried both by our urges and bashfulness. Lily is the first to shift uncomfortably low. What is it? Should we get more? Yep, right here. I'll see you guys after this is over. I'm sorry to say, but I can't minimize this window to where only the chat, only the fucking text box would be visible. So I can't really record this any other way. I don't know how to censor shit. So yeah, I'll see you guys when this is over. Hopefully. So pause. Okay, never mind. There's still a line I can read. Now that she mentions it, this futon would be a bit too narrow to do much on, considering the thoughts running through both our minds. It's no small wonder one of us has any measure of foresight left. Take her hands and guide her sideways as I move, and the brief and awkward dance ending with us both tentatively sitting on the floor opposite each other. As I reach forward to pull her, yep, right here. I'm gonna read this last line and then I'm gonna pause it. As I reach forward to pull her top up, she stops after she moves her hands to do the same. Okay, that was probably one of the things that I'm gonna have to skip without question. Basically, what happened is, I can't go through the text history. It would just be, I would just be fucking cutting myself off too much. But basically what happened is, they fucked for the first time. It was magical to them. Magical moments. Fucking miracles. But basically that happened. Then they just laid there for like, I don't know, a good couple hours. And then we're right here. I can open the text history if you guys really want to know what happened. I could just scroll up to where I stopped. Where did I stop? Okay. Stopped right here, around here. But yeah, I'll just like scroll down through this, and you guys can pause and read basically what happened. There was a lot that happened. As you can see, like that whole gap right there was basically that moment. So scroll to where that begins. Give it a few seconds so you guys would have time to pause it. Scroll down a bit more. Give you guys time to read it. Scroll down a bit more. Give you guys time to read it. This is how it's going to go basically for like 2, maybe 3 more fucking scenes because I cannot record that shit because I don't know how to censor it. I don't know how to do censor bars or anything like that. So yeah, kind of SOL in that department. Fuck. Ah. Ah. Shit. Okay, right there. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably just explain what happened because I don't feel comfortable reading the fucking text history because it would just be too fucking awkward for me. I would just be kind of like chilled chaos. Like he was having a hard time reading the moment for Hanako's story. So yeah, it's just like it's hard to do. It's not easy. Damn it. Okay, right there's probably a good point. Okay, right. Yeah, right here. See those scenes? I tried seeing what would happen if you disabled fucking the adult content, and it was fucking bootleg. Like seriously, it was just like as I gazed upon one of the best sights I've ever seen. And then it just showed a picture of fried chicken. I was like, oh, hell no. It was just like, what the fuck? Bootleg! Bootleg! It was. It was fucking bootlegging as fuck. It was just like, chicken! Fried chicken! See, these scenes are not short by any means. And that's why I kind of wanted to figure out how to censor them so I could just read through it as the moment happened. But you know, I'm not that good. I'm not as good as Chilled Chaos. I don't know how to censor shit. Well, a lot of people are better at censoring shit than I am, but this is the best I can do for now. Um, really, I could just move the recording to something else. Yeah, yeah, I could do that. Maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, like these scenes I cannot record because they will get me fucking banned. I swear. Like I've like, I know that there's people that actually would record it, but you know, I don't know if I can. I'm not gonna fucking test that. And that was the end of that moment. I'm gonna stop it here though because I've recorded enough. Like it may be only 3 parts, but they were long ass parts. So I will see you guys next time on Katawa Shoujo after I fucking save. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.